34 of the Gamers Pass Podcast. I almost messed it up because we said it was 69 straight streaming, and it is, but I almost messed that up. We passed D69 without realizing it was day 69. All right, guys and gals, welcome to the Gamers Pass Podcast, where us gamers get together. We chat about gaming news, we chat about games, we chat about just pretty much everything gaming related. And I want to welcome everybody here. Thank you so much for those of you in chat. Just as a heads up, we got a poll going. We will read the results at the end of the stream, as well as all of us will be interacting with you through messaging on the chat. So I do apologize that we won't be reading chat out loud and any of that stuff. Maybe something will if it catches our eye. But I just want to let you know that we will be just basically talking amongst each other, and we'll be answering your questions and stuff in the chat. So, joining me this week is Mr. Alphabet A to Z of gaming. Gaz, you gamer awesome man. How are you doing, and what have you been playing this week?
I've been good, thanks. I've been playing. I just may as well write it in time.
Oh. Okay, but what else? Come on now, what else?
I was hoping you'd say, "Have you been playing anything else?" So I was gonna put that up.
All right, Gaz, have you been playing anything else? Yes. Okay. Did you write down the games too?
No.
Right.
Playing Destiny 2 as well. Was playing it last night.
Okay.
Got all the DLC. Was playing it with Steve and Pete last night.
Oh.
They were showing me the ropes because I haven't played it for probably 2 years.
All right. So, what are your thoughts on Destiny 2?
I like it. I mean, Destiny 1, I played literally 24/7. Destiny 2, I think it could have been like an add-on to the first Destiny. Because all it is just extra DLC.
Yeah,
and they've
it's
just
a
called
service
it
game.
Yeah.
So for me, Destiny 2, I tried it. I played it for a little while by myself, and I'm like, I think, but if I played with a crew, it would be awesome.
No, it's better. It's better.
All right, so have you been playing anything else besides Fortnite and
No.
Destiny 2? That's it, eh? All
But
right,
it's in the D's.
It's in the D's.
I'm getting there now.
Okay, so you've crossed off a D now.
Yeah, that's way too easy. It's in the D's. All right, good stuff. Also joining me is a gamer legend, just Lightsy, who just hurt herself. What have you been playing, and how you doing?
I've been playing Pokemon Legends of Arceus.
Okay, how is it a week later?
I love it.
Okay, so
like it's I don't know, it's amazing.
Is it? All right, so
yeah.
no real issues, nothing that's a gripe, or do you have any like I wish this could have been different, any of that stuff?
My only negative thought about it is that you can't jump.
Yes, yeah, you had mentioned that last week.
I think that's the only thing, yeah.
All right, what else have you been playing?
I've been playing Teamfight Tactics with Grim. They have an in development like a duo party, so we can play together and beat up people together. So we've been doing that.
Alrighty.
And that's
it.
That's about it, other than Jackbox games the other day.
Oh yeah. So that Teamfight Tactics, that's a League of Legends thing, right?
Yeah.
And how many players can play that?
8.
8 players. Now on the same team, or all 8 against each other?
It would be all 8 against each other.
Okay. All right, excellent. And you do like it?
I do, yeah.
Now, Lee, you like that game too, right?
Yeah, but not that part of it. That I don't do any of the team fighting tactics. It's just I don't find that enjoyable. It's more of the bog standard League of Legends, like with the main part of League of Legends, pretty much. But that's the most toxic part.
Okay. All right, and so just for a proper intro, and joining us is Lee. Lee, with your Clementine hat from The Walking Dead. Lee, how you doing? And what have you been playing? And what else have you been playing? I should say.
I'm doing great, thanks. Yeah. This week I haven't been playing any League of Legends, which you'll be happy to know. But I have been playing something on the Wii because I've still got a Wii. And
too easy. Okay.
yeah, and what I've been playing on that is a game that you might not know released on the Wii. It was Call of Duty World at War. I once played it on the PlayStation, the campaign of it, with a friend of mine, and I really enjoyed it.
Because it's amazing.
Yeah, so I got it on the Wii, and it is terrible.
Oh yeah, no, hands down, it's terrible. Yeah. All right. Anything else?
I mean, I did some Jackbox games with you, and I was called a cheater
for winning. You were called a cheater for winning, and you also said to slice it off, which we won't get into right now. But if those of you want to watch the video on demand, the VOD on Jackbox Games from Friday, whatever, Lee had mentioned a comment that was very scary and made us question Lee in general. So
it was an invention, and it didn't even get funded.
That's true. All right, and joining me, last but not least, is the ultimate hater, Mark. I don't know if you've played anything. Have you played anything? How you doing? And I want to know how your week was, and I think we all want to know how your week was.
I've been playing some casino games, if that counts, and everything. They're video games for sure, but it's cost me about $1,000. But all right, lost some money. I lost plenty of money doing that.
And so, why would you be playing casino games?
Oh, it was on the cruise.
On the cruise. Part of the cruise.
It's in the they got a casino on the cruise, and once you get out to international waters, all the laws kind of disappear. So, you gamble on there and have a good time doing that. They just feed you drinks at the casino too.
So you went on a cruise to the Bahamas, right?
Correct.
And how was it overall though? Like, cause we're in the midst of COVID, we're still in the pandemic. But how was it overall? Was there sick people? Like, because that's everyone's fear at that time, right?
I didn't really come across people that were sick or coughing or anything. I did see one lady on day 3, I believe it was. She passed out on the ground, and we were all gathered around her, making sure she was all right. She just had a dizzy spell because the seas got really rough at one point.
Ooh.
But overall, the cruise was fantastic. It was great to be around a lot of people again. The ship was only at 58% capacity, and which you kind of feel bad for the workers at that, because they're not making as much money. And those cruise workers, they work 6 to 8 month contracts, and they have to work every single day, 10 to 13 hours a day.
Whew. Yeah.
But
they signed up for it, though. I guess they would know that prior.
Oh yeah, definitely. But the customer service that you receive on a cruise is definitely better than any other vacation. The people, they are trained to know you by face, and to call you by your name at all times.
Wow.
So the lady that cleans our room every day, she knows me by name. As soon as I walk out of the room, she's always down the hall. Hey, hi Mark, good morning, how are you?
That's cool.
Stuff like that.
I'd never be able to do that if I had to do that for customer service at work. Like, for one lady last night, she said, "Hi Logan, how are you?" And I was like, "Hello." And she was like, "My name's Maureen. It's not that hard to forget."
Oh no. Yeah, because you don't see 1,000 people come through your pharmacy
every
day.
Right.
Come on, Maureen.
Maureen, more like moron.
Yeah. That's right. Anything else, Mark? Did you get to play anything else? Did you bring your Switch or anything on the cruise?
I did bring my Switch. I didn't get a chance to really turn it on and play anything. When I got back yesterday, I played, after watching a basketball game, me and my buddy played It Takes Two. We just got about to the end of that, and I played a little bit of Bully, and that's about it.
Nice. Okay. All right, myself, I had a busy week of gaming. Yesterday I played Spider-Man Miles Morales. I think we're close to the end, maybe. Got 4 hours in. Played Jackbox Games. We streamed that. We did Gears 5. We did State of Decay 2. And the way it's looking tomorrow, all you in chat and Gaz's community, and Mark and Lightsy and Lee, we're playing Among Us tomorrow. I haven't streamed that in a year. So we're going to play that with Vamp Orchid's community as well, and we're going to try to get a 15-player game in and do it. It's going to be a good time. Also, check it out. La, da, da, da. I had it in last weekend and I just forgot to wear it. So here we are. It's our very own t-shirt. Merch is in the merch links in the description. Feel free to, if you're interested, there's a bunch of other stuff there too. And so we're really excited. So we are going to jump right into the news because we've got a lot of stuff to cover today. Our main topic at the end is going to be GTA 6. We're all going to discuss that and have a good time. And I'm actually really excited. And I'm halfway through Miles Morales. So, all right, that'll be another day of that. So, big news. GTA 5, after being out for about 27 years, is officially getting a release date on March 15th. It's going to have ray tracing and more. It's going to be on the Series X, the PS5. I can't see it being PS4 and stuff because it's already out for that. Gaz, is GTA 5 on your Series X or PS5? Does that interest you? Are you going to get it? How much are you willing to pay for that? I'm not
going to get GTA 5. It's been out too long now. I've played it.
Yep.
I just want to get GTA 6. That's all I want to do.
All right.
I think they've remade GTA 5 that much. I don't think anybody's interested. I mean, I'm not interested now.
So
it's been out too long.
It came out in 2013.
Yeah.
It's been 8 years. How much would you be willing to pay for that? For an upgrade?
Not much for an upgrade for an old game. I mean, I know it's GTA. It's still a popular game, but probably not much. Probably 25 quid, probably. I don't know.
Okay, excellent. Lightsy, how about you? Are you interested in the GTA 5 updated release for the new consoles for this gen?
No, not GTA 5. No, we've had too many toxic
experiences on GTA 5. Yeah. No, I get it. Lee, how about you? I know you don't have a Series X or a PS5, but if you were to have one, is this something that would interest you?
Yes, because knowing like what they've done with GTA 5, they've done like really well. They've milked the cash cow dry.
Did they though? Because it's still making lots of money.
Yeah, but like think of the cattle, you know.
Yeah, once GTA 6 finally comes out, that's where all the money will be.
Yeah, and to think that like they've had like a decade brewing this up, they must have something good under their belt. In order to like make it, in order to surpass the last one, they must have had some idea on what they were going to do for the past 10 years.
Oh yeah, for sure. They got to have something. Mark, I'm going to you, sir. You've got a PS5, Xbox Series X. Is GTA 5 enhanced next gen triple remake? Are you excited for this? Are you interested?
Well, the only way I'd be interested is if there was like a massive update as far as the graphics and stuff like that. Then it might pique my interest a little bit more. But you know, I think it's amazing when you say 8 years. I started thinking about that even more. You know, when's the last time we've seen a game be as dominant as it has for 8 years straight? Yep. You know, as far as playability and stuff like that. But I mean, depends on the graphics whether or not I would get it.
How much would you be willing to pay for this?
Oh, well, hell, it's GTA 5. I've probably bought the same game at least 2 times already.
Yeah, me too.
2 or 3 times. I think $30 US dollars is fair. If they try to go for 60, that's definitely stretching a little bit there, but I'll say $30 US dollars.
Okay, wow, Mark, I refuse to pay that. I'm just saying, because if it's $30 American, that's got to be close to 40 Canadian. I'm just throwing that out there. Now, if I was going to make an Uber joke, I'd say it's $50, $60 Canadian. We know that's a lie, but myself, here's what I want. I will get it only if it's possibly a $10 upgrade like Skyrim did. Skyrim's another game that's gone 10 years. I've bought at least 5 different versions. You're looking at the 360, the PS4, the Xbox One. I got the Xbox Series X special edition, all of that stuff. And then I bought the new upgrade, which I haven't played. I don't know if I'll ever play because I just beat Skyrim again last year. But I want it to be where all these other games that are doing upgrades for the new system from an old game is $10. That's it, and that's what I want. Will I play? I don't think so. I'll probably play the story mode, just fart around with it and stuff. Ray tracing, great, whatever, but it's an older game, so we'll see. And we all know GTA Online is where it's at, and that's where they're putting everything. But I see in the chat there they had mentioned they had mentioned that to save Red Dead Online, and I'll tell you right now, there is a community stream of several different streamers getting together doing a 24-hour stream, all in the name of Save Red Dead Redemption Online, which is pretty crazy that that's still really going pretty crazy.
And Pete is the leader.
And who? Oh yeah,
Pete is the leader.
Is the leader. That's awesome. All right, let's go with I'm not sure what Adrian's talking about here, but hold on. Let's go. EA admits Battlefield 2042 launch didn't meet expectations. So check this out. Developing this game, this is what they said. Developing this game with our teams working from home for nearly 2 years ultimately proved to be challenging. Through our process for testing and preparation, we believe the experience was ready to be put into our players' hands. We launched with the strong stability. However, as more players experienced the full game, it became clear that we had unanticipated performance issues that we need to see address. Which blows my mind. It tells me they really, truly didn't do proper testing for this game. You got to do some stress tests on these huge games, especially Battlefield community are hardcore Battlefield players. You've got your Call of Duty players that the majority of them will play Battlefield as well, but you've got Battlefield players that will not touch Call of Duty because it's Call of Duty and not Battlefield. I'm just saying. And so it goes on to say some of the design choices we made for the game also did not resonate with everyone in our community. EA later went on to state that the company is fully committed to realizing the full potential of this game, and there is more work to be done, but admitted that its poor launch would result in around 100 million hit to revenue. So how much of a giant slacker they were on this game, they're going to lose, they're estimating $100 million. That is huge. Guess, have you tried it yet? You haven't, right?
I've tried the beta.
Oh, the beta. That's right.
But I haven't got the game.
All
for a big game,
yeah,
you'd have thought. Well, personally, if they knew that it was going to be a big game, have more time on trying fixing it before actually releasing it.
Yes, yeah.
It's such a big game. Yeah,
it's mind blowing. Why can't you? So yeah, the beta itself, it should have been out months before the game. And I'm trying to think of when the beta was. The beta was actually really fun, though. I had a great time. That map is key. That map was probably the best one in the entire game, which is awesome. But I like it. I got almost 50 hours in, but I haven't played in over a month. And it's just because there is bugs, there is some gameplay issues, whatever. Lee, how about you? What are your thoughts on $100 million loss and what they should be doing and should have done?
Well, I think they need to sort of like take a step back, look at the whole thing, think about like what needs fixing first. Like 100 million is not small. So they really need to like find the ability to fix this. And it's not impossible to fix because like when you have a game like Star Wars Battlefront 2, like when that released, that was fairly hated, but then like it's what they've done is they've taken a step back and they've worked on it. You know, they've worked hard and they've made it,
and it's wonderful.
And they James Muffin, and they've made it what it should have initially have been, and like. But with Battlefield 2042, they just need to like they just need to take a look at it and really sort of assess what needs to be done. When they released the beta, there were a lot of bugs, and when you release a beta, yes, it's a beta, but you want you want most of the game to be polished, and like in terms of what you want the game to be, and any things that are unexpected you fix, as opposed to sending out like a partly finished game and then just seeing how that goes, because the beta like that can really determine on how well its main release is.
Yep.
And by the looks of things, that hasn't panned out for them.
No, like I said, the beta was fun. It was cool. It was exciting, but they needed to do a whole lot more. Lightsy, how about you? With Battlefield 2042, I know you're not a Battlefield player and you couldn't care less. So, okay, excellent. I'll move on.
Yeah.
So, Mark, you have it, but you haven't played it still, right? Oh, can't hear you, my friend.
That's correct. Yep, I have it. Still haven't played it yet.
So, do you think you're gonna play it?
Well, not anytime soon. From what I'm gathering from people, it's just, I mean, the excitement, about it when it first came out and it was announced, is gone. It's non-existent anymore. It was supposed to be a break from Call of Duty, a break from Warzone, to freshen things up, but now they just completely failed. So, I really don't know what they're going to do to fix it or try to find a way to resolve this. But I mean, if they want to compete against Call of Duty or anything, then they really got to step it up.
Yep. Well, we'll see. Now that Xbox has taken over Activision Blizzard, we're going to see what's up. I can see huge changes with that and taking over the world again. So we'll see. All right, let's jump into PC news. Where our PC friend Lee. What do you got for PC news, dude?
Yeah, I've got a couple of things. Ultima Online is receiving updates to celebrate its 25th anniversary.
Did you say Ultima Online?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I haven't heard that in forever. Okay, Ultima.
Yeah, it's still receiving updates for its 25th anniversary.
No, it isn't, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't play it a lot because back in my day, we had dial-up. So you had to take your phone cable, plug it in, and then connect. And so we didn't have a lot of that where I lived. We did, but it was just different money and stuff. But I played a little bit of Ultima. It was cool for back in the day, but I didn't realize it was still a thing.
Yeah. So it's it's one of the oldest PC games to still be updated. But yeah, I mean, I can't imagine many people are still playing it, but if they are,
yes.
then
did you play
all
it?
power to them.
Did you play Ultima Online? Did you play it?
I don't think so.
So if I remember correctly, Ultima was either a NES or a Super Nintendo game, a NES or a SNES game, and then they took it to the next level, made it an online game. But it's very foggy on that. Mark, how about you? Did you play Ultima at all?
No, I didn't.
No, Lightsy?
Yep.
Because you're more of a PC girl, aren't you? Like for majority of your games, besides Nintendo, of course.
I only really got into PC gaming like after 2010.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, excellent. All right, Lee, have you tried Ultima?
No, I haven't.
You guys should Google it and just take a look at it. But all right, go ahead, sir.
And in terms of the previously mentioned Steam Deck that is being made, it's going to be launched later this month, and so far the God of War on PC has been verified for the Steam Deck.
Oh, for the Steam Deck. Okay, because it's bringing in 70+ million players on Steam alone. God of War, which is wild.
Yeah. So they're really pushing their. I mean, it's hard to not call it a console, even though it's literally a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, it's a console. It's a Steam console. Yeah. And it actually looks cool. Like I have 700 games in my Steam library, And if I could play the majority of them on just a handheld thing, that would be kind of fun, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I mean they're really like trying to push its limits by putting God of War on it, like for its release, pretty much.
Yep.
So yeah, that's.
And what was it Horizon Forbidden Dawn or whatever it is? That's out now, isn't it? Or is it coming on PC?
I think it's coming.
Okay. So the new one is Forbidden West, right? Horizon Zero Dawn. That's it. I haven't played any of them, so I don't know. Jam. All right. What else? Anything else for PC news?
Not particularly. There's like Google's talking about its next move to keep Stadia alive, which is to license it to anyone.
Okay. Any of you guys play Google Stadia or even care about Google Stadia? I'm not going to go to you. Just tell me. You've used it? What's it
I've used it, yeah.
What's it like?
It's all right. I mean, I only played it. I only had it just to play with Ross, another YouTuber.
Okay.
And it was all right. I mean, it's like 40 odd quid a month for a membership or something like that.
Did you say 40?
40, yeah. But he gave me like a 3-month pass, so I didn't have to buy it.
Wow. Okay.
Because he did presentations for Stadia, because he's into all that, and he does the what is it called? Eurosport, not Eurosports. What is it? What is it? Esports. Yeah. Right. He awards people with esports awards stuff.
So if he didn't have it or promote it, would you even care to try it?
No.
No.
I'd rather stick to like Xbox, PC, or PlayStation.
Yeah. Mark, how would you? Did you try it? Google Stadia?
No.
Lightsy or Lee?
No.
All right, cool. All right, anything else?
No, that's what I got.
Okay, so a little bit of news. This was not big news. This was, I think you really had to dig for it. I think I saw something in the far reaches of the internet. I was just Googling one day, and there it was. PlayStation purchased Bungie. And that was, like I said, it didn't really make big news or anything like that. But if we're going to be serious about it, PlayStation bought Bungie. Holy crap, which is crazy. They paid $3.6 billion for it. So here's one of the highlights for it. And I was just kidding, by the way, kids. Y'all are still sleeping right now. I'm telling a joke. This is going to be good. And it was like, wah, 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 wah. All right, big fail on my part. So new and existing Bungie games will not become PS5 and PS4 exclusives. So Bungie and PlayStation both said straight out, all of our games, new, future coming, and previous are all going to be multi-platform, which makes sense. So, which is a great deal. And I want to talk about that for a sec. This deal has apparently been rumbling for around 6 months. So everybody's saying, oh, PlayStation had to counteract what Xbox did. Has nothing to do with that. This has been in the works for 6 months. And PlayStation boss Jim Ryan was able to sign the $3.6 billion check before rival Phil Spencer could arrive. So let me say this. I think, and after I had seen this report, I think Phil Spencer, what's his name? Jim Ryan, when they had their talk about Activision Blizzard, I think there was an underlying understanding agreement that says, you know what? Let's keep all of our stuff multi-platform. I still think Call of Duty, depending on what happens in the next year and a half, I still think in 2024 Call of Duty will become exclusive to Xbox. But there is a huge possibility now that all of these games from Activision Blizzard and all that stuff may be multi-platform, because PlayStation has now changed their mindset about trying to just dominate and destroy any of their competition. Because I think they're starting to see the bigger picture now, which is exciting to me. So, Gaz, you are now playing Destiny. You loved Destiny 1. Destiny's basically the only game that Bungie has. So that $3.6 billion for one game is a lot of freaking money. All the reports are saying Sony wants to make movies out of the Bungie franchises now. So it looks like we could see a Destiny TV show or movies, which would be kind of cool.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on that stuff, Gaz?
I don't know. Make movie out of Destiny. I think that's going to be boring.
Do you think the Halo
I
actually
really
looks
do.
exciting, dude?
Oh, the Halo. I like the Halo.
But
I really like the Halo
So
series.
this is Sony getting involved in making movies and stuff. But other than just the movies and TV shows, this is Sony purchasing Bungie. What are your thoughts on Sony purchasing Bungie?
I haven't heard much about it, but it's like, okay. I don't really know much about it. But
Okay.
I'm not particularly fussed about it, to be honest.
No worries. All right, Lightsy, how about you? What are your thoughts on Sony purchasing Bungie?
I mean, I do think it's a lot just for the one game that they're trying to get or got out of it, but I really don't know.
Okay. I do want to say, if you look at Destiny, overall, it is a success with their service-based model. And with the tools that Bungie has for service-based model games, and what Sony has to offer as well with their platforms and all they can do, this is actually a really good acquisition overall. Do I think they paid way too much? Yes. 100% they paid way too much for that. Lee, what are your thoughts on PlayStation purchasing Bungie?
I mean, I think you could say that Bungie jumped. But
No. I'll give you the attention you were looking for there. That was good, man. Bungie jumped.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, it's a lot of money that they've done for this. Whether it will be worth it, I mean, I guess we'll find out. It like you can't, like, for not knowing, like, prior that they were talking like months in advance about acquiring it. You could sort of see how acquiring Bungie would be like a reaction to Microsoft getting Blizzard, like Activision Blizzard, and with that, like, it's definitely like a catalyst that has led to Sony getting Bungie, but like, which is probably why the cost was so high. But like, that's, I mean, we'll see what they can dish out, if they can make like a show or something. I mean, Sony do make like filming content in a sense, so maybe that aspect could push it forward. But we you never know, something might crop up.
Excellent. Mark, how about you?
I think Sony is just trying to make a move to their, like, shareholders, stockholders. Hey, we're doing something in response, trying to make themselves look good. But my only concern with it is what can Sony do to enhance Destiny, as a franchise? What can they do to make them better? Like, Activision has Microsoft's billions and billions of dollars at their disposal to really make themselves better. And I could see where Microsoft will make Activision a whole lot better, but I don't see where Sony's going to make Destiny 2 better. That's why I'm trying to figure out.
Okay. Excellent. So now I will come out and say, now here, as I was reading comments and all this stuff, one guy made a mention, and I thought this was actually mind-blowing, that Sony shut down Sony Japan Studios. And then they purchased Bungie a while after. But yeah, they shut it down on April 1st of 2021, only to buy Bungie, which is really mind-boggling. Why would they shut down Sony Japan Studios when Sony is mainly known for hardcore JRPG games for their fans, which is crazy? And then they purchased. Wouldn't you try to keep that money and keep it in Sony Japan Studios? That's my thoughts. I don't know. We'll see. So the other thing was, Jim Ryan also said, PlayStation boss Jim Ryan says you should expect more acquisitions. So who knows what that's going to mean? There's a bunch of studios out there. The chat has mentioned EA. I honestly can't see PlayStation purchasing something like EA because it really doesn't. I don't know. I don't think that EA would align properly with Sony itself. But that's
Well,
just my thoughts.
Well, I mean, like EA makes you pay for everything extra, and Sony keeps everything to themselves. So it's like it would be the work of the devil if they combine forces.
Yeah, we will see. And everything's just rumors. I can see smaller studios, smaller to medium-sized studios, which would actually work perfectly under a big place like Sony. Sony really doesn't have the money Microsoft does, but who knows? Who knows what's going to happen?
It's all going to come down to who can make Sims 5 better.
And that is made by EA, right?
Yes.
So the only way that's going to get better is if Xbox purchases EA and it goes on Game Pass and all of his extra stuff's going to be on there, Lightsy. So you heard it here. EA is being purchased by Xbox because of Sims 5. Lightsy wants that to come about into fruition. She's speaking it into existence. That will happen.
I mean, do you think Ubisoft could be acquired?
Ubisoft will be acquired, and that would be almost rivaling Activision Blizzard. That's
Right,
all I'm
okay.
saying. That will almost rival. Now, if you look at Ubisoft's service, I forget what it's called. It's like Ubi Plus or something like that. That has been just announced a couple weeks ago. It's going to be on Xbox. It's not going to be Xbox Game Pass. It's going to be its own separate entity, but it's coming to Xbox. No word about PlayStation because it's PlayStation. They just whatever. But Xbox, that's not a good rumor. That's coming on Xbox. I will say though, that will be acquired by Xbox, the whole Game Pass thing, the Ubisoft Pass Plus, and that's just going to be great. But I don't know. I almost want to see every game now to go multi-platform, and the only issue is Sony charges a 30% tax for games that are multi-platform, and that is the scummiest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. They tried to keep quiet. It came out in court documents. I'm not sure if they do it now ever since they were exposed, but to make a game multi-platform, Sony charged a 30% sales tax that weren't made by PlayStation, which is ridiculous. But that'll just get me ranting and complaining about that. So, all right, that is my PlayStation news, guys. Any last thoughts on the PlayStation news? It's huge. It's great. It's exciting. We'll see what happens with these more acquisitions. It's pretty crazy. All right, let's jump to Nintendo news right now. And you guys ready for this? MLB The Show is coming to Nintendo in April.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So, those of you, last year, MLB The Show has always been an exclusive PlayStation game. It is hands down, the best baseball game there ever was and ever will be, as far as I know. It came out on Xbox Series X, free on Game Pass last year, which blew everybody's mind, made the PlayStation people angry, which was funny for me. But now it's coming out on Nintendo. Who knows how good it's going to do? Are you guys, like Lee and Lightsy, you both are more Nintendo, you have the console. Are you guys excited to play MLB The Show on your Nintendo? Or is this going to be an Apex Legends fiasco where it will not perform even close to being good?
I mean, I don't really know much about like the MLB show, but I mean, like, I don't know. I think perhaps they've learned a bit of a lesson with Apex and like adapting it to the Switch. So like I wouldn't be too surprised if this performs better than Apex does, but like just through like past experiences.
Okay.
But we'll find out.
All right, Lightsy.
I mean, baseball is really not my thing anyway, unless it's on the Wii. But
Oh yeah, which is different,
Yeah.
right? Because you're swinging, having a
yeah,
good time. All
yeah.
right.
But yeah, I can see some issues coming along with it, but yeah.
Like the right now, the comment of the day goes: MLB The Show 22 is going to be running at a smooth 15 frames per second on multiplayer, and honestly, I imagine there'll be a 15 FPS, just normal gameplay. As soon as you swing the bat, it's going to go. and that's how the game is going to be. And I don't know. I'm so sick and tired of Nintendo ports being crappy. And so that brings me to the next section. Good segue, Paul. In an earnings call, company president Shoutout Furukawa indicated that Nintendo sees the Switch. Oh, sorry. Nintendo sees the Switch as being mid-life cycle, with the key goal being to avoid the year 6 slump that impacted previous successes like the Wii. Switch is just in the middle of its life cycle, and the momentum going into this year is good. The Switch is ready to break a pattern of its past consoles, saw momentum weakening in their 6th year to the market to grow further. So, Nintendo Switch has been out, 4 years? So, if we are in the mid-cycle, unfortunately, Lightsy, what are your thoughts on not possibly getting a better Nintendo system for almost 4 more years? Almost.
I mean, it was 3-4 years, and then we got the OLED, and that is a slight upgrade. But I mean, if they're holding off because of chip shortages and stuff, then it makes sense. But it is a little concerning that
we need a better Nintendo, hands down. We need a Nintendo, and it doesn't have to compete with Xbox and PS5. It doesn't have to, because they never really have competed with them. But it has to be really friggin' good and super strong. We need to have 0 Nintendo games that chug and break down. Lee, you're a Nintendo Switch owner. You don't own any other systems that are current gen or previous gen. I know you're kind of excited that, hey, I just got my Nintendo, so I'm fine with waiting a couple more years. But seriously, what are your thoughts on not getting a possible new one for another 4 years? Possibly.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
All
right, Lee, we're moving on. We're not talking to you now. No, go ahead.
I got my Switch last year. It's to be honest, I'm happy with waiting a bit, but that's because I got mine last year.
Right.
So I won't get that fatigue from it. I get what they're trying to do. If you think the Nintendo Directs and stuff like that, they've been going strong.
Yep.
They in terms of what they're dishing out, so I can see there's not exactly a reason to move on to the next one yet. The pandemic, that's made more people game from home or just gaming in general. And so they're probably seeing an increase in that. The OLED for however brief got everyone's heads looking at Nintendo for a short while and reminding them that the Switch exists pretty much, along with the Nintendo Directs, and also the Steam Deck. It's very Nintendo Switch like, and maybe they want to see how that performs in terms of what they think they could improve and move on for the next console or device that they're going to make. Because I wouldn't say that Nintendo has never been about making the best stuff, the most high-end consoles. What they've been doing is making something that's accessible to everyone, something that's versatile, and they've been working on a different kind of innovation for that.
Okay.
Which obviously the Steam Deck has taken influence from.
Lightsy, what were you gonna say?
Well, I was just gonna say to go along with to see how the Steam Deck is going, because that's they're trying so much with that, in it being cloud gaming almost, and if that works for that, then Nintendo could branch into it, or even I don't know, I was kind of daydreaming there for a minute of like having the Switch kind of go back to the Wii a bit and having like a motion sensor and being able to do those kinds of things again. And I mean, you still have the Joy-Cons like for Just Dance and stuff, but like I'd like to see more games that actually interact with the Joy-Cons and like swinging it and stuff like that. Or even if they branched out into like having their own VR. Like I think that would be worth waiting another 4 years or something.
Mario World in VR.
What's that?
That's what I was thinking. Mario World in VR. Like
Oh please.
Ah, Guess
that'd be wicked.
You got a Nintendo Switch, right?
Yeah.
Do you use it?
Now and again. It's only me and my mum that plays it. We play like Mario World and
Sure, yeah.
all the other old Mario. I mean, I haven't had it set up for about 12 months now.
You haven't had it set up?
No.
And Mark, do you play your Nintendo Switch at all?
Yeah, once in a blue moon.
So here's the thing: Nintendo's killing it with sales. They're over 100 million sales. Lee, how much do you play your Nintendo Switch?
Not often enough, I don't think.
Okay, Lightsy, how about you?
what was the question?
How
sorry?
often do you play your Nintendo Switch? Well, you're playing it a lot now because of Pokemon.
Yeah, now I'm playing it a lot. Since November, I've maybe turned it on 6 times.
So, and we have, in my house, we have 3 Nintendo Switches. I just want to say, out of us 5, we all have Nintendo Switches, and they're rarely played. Which speaks volumes. You've got tons of sales, and that's wonderful. Look, Gaz, he's got it. It's not even plugged in.
Not even plugged in.
So, the sales are great. Woohoo! We passed 100 million sales. We just beat the Wii in sales. But we're not really playing it because we're playing other systems. Like Lee, you're playing League of Legends on PC, right?
Yeah.
Lightsy, you're playing your stuff on PC.
I'm playing more PC games.
Yeah, you're playing Nintendo because a new game just came out. But once you're done with that, you're gonna go right back to. And Gaz, you're playing PS5, Xbox. Mark, you're playing
Fortnite.
And Fortnite. Mark, you're playing PC, Xbox, PS5, and I'm doing the exact same thing. So, it just like I almost think I know it's not going to happen. I want Nintendo to compete with Xbox and PlayStation. I really do. They don't have to is the problem, and they're getting the sales. What's that, Mark?
We need Mario Kart to come out. The new Mario Kart. That's going to help a lot. The new Zelda game, that's going to help a lot. But I agree with Lightsy and Lee. I think one of the biggest issues is, of course, is going to be the chip shortage and stuff like that. I think that's probably one of the main reasons they're holding back some. But I do agree with you guys as well that I could foresee Nintendo doing something with VR.
That would be crazy. I honestly, I couldn't see it happening, guys, but that would be cool, though, eh? So hold on, though. Isn't the metaverse VR? The whole Facebook metaverse, isn't that supposed to be VR?
I'm not sure.
So Nintendo loves the idea of metaverse. If I'm remembering correctly, the Facebook metaverse that is in creation right now is VR. And Nintendo loves the whole thing, and they think they could do something fun with Facebook metaverse. So you guys could be onto something. I can't see it happening, but that would be kind of cool. Like Mario 64, if I could be dropped in a Mario 64 world, I don't even care if it's a giant balloon on my head with the cameras all around. I would love it. I'd be looking all around.
Can you imagine if it was multiplayer as well? And one of us could be like Mario, Luigi, Princess.
Yeah.
And Lee would be Yoshi, and we'd all ride on Lee. That would be great.
That'd be wicked.
Okay, so guys, this is going to be for next week, all right? We're going to start a new segment on here. Just while we were all talking, I just thought we are going to do a debate. We're going to do debate segments where you two, or however it lines up, it's going to be one side versus the other, and you guys are going to debate something. and you'll have 2 minutes each time, and you're going to fire off. It's going to be chaos, and I want it. And it's not going to be where, oh, you suck, I hate you. It's going to be nothing like that. You're just going to debate one point, and we're just going to have a good time doing it, okay? I just thought of that now, and I just put at the very top of this, and it says, we need a debate section, all in capitals. So we're going to do that. I want this podcast to keep evolving and having fun stuff. So we're going to have fun, and it's going to be great. And I know Lightsy can fire off the hip and just tear someone down. And then Lee and Gaz, since they're British, they'll probably cry a little bit. So it's going to be really good. So it'll be North
We got to do
America.
retro as well.
Yeah, a
retro podcast.
Well, when we
That'd
first
be
started
so cool.
doing the podcast, we did some retro stuff, didn't we? Gaz and Lightsy too. We had Jake with us, and we were doing. All right, let me put that on there. Gaz, I think
can't-
you should.
Mentioned his name and completely moved on.
So, anyways, Lee, thank you for pointing that out. Gaz, you should take over the whole retro section and do a retro
On
scene.
there.
Mark, what were you gonna say?
So I can't wait for a movie podcast.
That is in the works, kids. A movie podcast. I just need the commitments from people. That's it. Anyways, let's move on.
British versus the right side.
That's what I'm saying. North America versus British or the UK. It's going to happen. Here we go. All right. So let's jump into the Xbox news. It's already 10:11 our time. I'm going to try to rip through this. I know Gaz's dinner's going to be ready soon. So on Xbox, I thought this was funny.
I'm only having chicken and chips.
I gotta go pee. I'll be right back.
Enjoy. All right, so here's what was funny. This happened on Twitter. So this was after the acquisition, guys. Gamers warned to choose console carefully by retailer after Xbox Activision deal. This was posted in a store, a big sign where all the Call of Duty stuff is sold. And it says, apparently some retailer stores across the globe have started putting up a notice for customers of Call of Duty. It translated to this: notice to gamers, Microsoft has bought Activision. Choose your machine carefully. Hashtag Activision, Xbox Activision Blizzard. So they're posting this stuff overseas in the stores. Be careful what you choose, because they're assuming Call of Duty's going to go multi-platform or console only, Xbox only. Why would they care? This is mind-blowing to me. What's it matter? But you can see, you can find the tweet. It's on a piece of paper. They wrote it out. It's so foolish. Gaz.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. If I saw that, I'd probably still go with what I want. You know,
yeah.
Call of Duty is going to be on all the consoles.
For now.
Because Call of Duty is like, it's like the holy grail, isn't it? Oh, sorry. It's like the holy grail, isn't it, of first-person shooters? If somebody says first-person shooters, they say Call of Duty, don't they?
Okay. All right.
She's arguing with the cat.
She is arguing with her cat. She always argues with Ari. It's actually funny. So Lee, how about you? What are your thoughts on warning customers about Call of Duty and choose your console carefully?
I mean, like, I guess everyone's got their own preferences. I know a couple of people who have PlayStations, but they don't have Xbox because they've just always had PlayStation. So it's like they're not like branching to anything else because they, like as the saying goes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, sort of thing.
Okay.
But it's like, I mean, and there are some people who just have that sort of loyalty. There are some people who are more loyal to the games than there are the consoles. So like it's personal preference, really. I mean, you can certainly see that they're being pushed towards getting like Xbox, if anything. But yeah.
All right, Mark.
I think I understand what they're trying to do and what they're trying to say. Because you would hate to be that retailer in 2 years from now, and somebody comes in with a PlayStation and they say, "Can I get the new Call of Duty?" Then you have to tell them, "Well, sorry, no, that's only an Xbox exclusive." Then that customer walks out and never comes back. So you try to forewarn them, "Hey, this might be a thing. We're not for sure, but you might want to consider getting an Xbox if you love Call of Duty. So I understand what they're trying to do. They're just trying to protect their customers long term. And I don't know, maybe they're getting a kickback from Microsoft just by plugging that.
I don't know. Do you think it's a salty fanboy gaming nerd that works there, or is just like screw Xbox? Like,
well, I mean, think about it. If we're all talking about it today, I mean, getting some kind of publicity out of it is always a good thing and everything, because it gets people talking at the end of the day, and that's free advertisement for the people. So that's why I think it is.
Okay, excellent. All right, so check this out. I'm gonna rip through this quickly because it's a little lengthy read, but you all know I think Phil Spencer is one of the greatest persons of all time in gaming history. I really do. I'll toot the greatness of Phil Spencer to the end of my days because he's done so much for gaming, the Xbox ecosystem, and he's just been a major force pushing Xbox and gaming, us gamers, into the future. Because one, he's not just a CEO, he's not just a money man, he's a gamer. He's us, he's you and I. Only just happens to be running Xbox, which is really cool. Xbox boss Phil Spencer is getting a lifetime achievement. Let's try that again.
Call it that, achievement.
Let's try that again. Xbox boss Phil Spencer is getting a Lifetime Achievement Award. The Academy of Interactive Arts and Scientists have announced today that Xbox boss Phil Spencer will be the recipient of the AIAS Lifetime Achievement Award at the 25th Annual DICE Awards ceremony in Las Vegas later this month. The award will be presented to Spencer by Bethesda's Todd Howard. How cool is that? And you'll be able to watch the ceremony for yourself by tuning into IGN at 8 p.m. Pacific on Thursday, February 24th. And then it goes on. There's a whole bunch of reading here, so I'm going to stop there. Phil Spencer deserves it, man. Honestly, the guy is a rock star. He's a gaming legend. Not as legendary as Lightsy. She is a gaming legend. But Phil Spencer is one of the best dudes ever. I think he's phenomenal. And he's definitely the face of gamers, regardless if it's Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo. He's there in front helping us move forward. So, last bit of news before we jump into GTA 6. Check this out. A popular super spy tipped to make a return in the next few weeks. And we had reported here a couple weeks ago that the OG GoldenEye for the N64, which is a rare game, which is owned by Xbox, is coming in the next couple weeks. Next few weeks. I'm excited. It cannot be touched. It has to be remapped for proper controllers, and graphically, that's fine, but you can't change much. But this is rumored to come out in the next few weeks. Gaz, did you play GoldenEye? That is the I guess first-person shooters is where this birthed the modern-day first-person shooter.
No, I've never played it, but I want to play it.
Oh, so you haven't played it?
I've never played, even though I've had an N64, I've never played it. So this is my chance.
I've played it.
Awesome. Lightsy, all right, let's go right to you then. Is this something that excites you?
I mean, it's not something that really excites me. Like, I could give it or take it. Like, I can see how people are excited about it coming back and stuff.
I am.
Like, it was some good times. Like, my memories of playing it are down in the church basement during youth group. So
Sure, no, I get it. So I had it up. They had the story, and they had a picture of GoldenEye. And Steph walked by, and that's my wife, Stephanie. And she's like, "Hey, we used to play that." And I was like, "Yes, it's supposed to be coming out in the next few weeks." Lee, N64 GoldenEye, you're a young pup, so you get a pass overall. But
I mean, like, I have, like, it's the fundamental, like, first-person shooter, that one. And it looks cool. Like, if I could have played it, then I will have done. But who knows? I think it's great. But yeah.
Cool. Okay, Mark. Now I know you've played it. We've talked about it before. You talk about losing friendships and getting mad at each other.
Many.
Is this something you're willing to play? Because I'll play this on stream if it comes out in the next few weeks.
if I don't even care if it's new game price, as long as they update the graphics, saying, it doesn't have a bunch of dark areas and stuff like that, because of the modern TVs and stuff like that. I'm just hoping they update the graphics and do a online multiplayer with it. I think this has the potential of being huge.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Everybody's been waiting for this for years.
Yep.
For years. Oh, this is great news. I'm excited, guys. I saved that for the very end. Okay, let's jump into our main topic. It's GTA 6. So, Gaz, I'm gonna go to you first. We're gonna do a round table, then we'll talk for a little bit. GTA 6 has been confirmed. It's coming out. Now, I'm going to say in the year, GTA 5 came out in 2013. So in the year 2033 will be GTA 5's 20th anniversary. That will be the release of GTA 6, because we're going to get at least 3 more GTA 5
You didn't read the articles, did you?
What's that?
You didn't read the articles, did you?
I did. I'm being silly is what I'm doing. And so the 20th anniversary, here we go. So yeah, so it's rumored to come out. I'm going to say 2025 overall. The way the article was written, that they're in production, they're getting things going. So you're looking at least 2 years. 2024. I'm going to say probably Christmas 2025. But Gaz, are you excited? And are you going to get GTA 6? Are you excited? And what do you want from a GTA 6?
Right. I will get it. I'm not super duper excited.
Yes.
Right? No. It's only because it's going to be a couple of hours, not hours, a couple of years away.
No, I know what you're saying.
Right? So I'm not that fussed about it at the minute. But what I would like to see, and I've been talking about this for like a few years now, I would love to be able to have a game like GTA where you can walk around where you live. Or, like a GTA, I don't know, Birmingham edition or West Midlands edition or Canada edition or,
all right. Did you play the new Watch Dogs?
Yes. Oh, no, not the new Watch Dogs, the first Watch Dogs.
The new Watch Dogs right in London. It's good.
Yeah, but they've done London. That you've got, what was it called now? Driver? Was it called Driver?
Yes, Driver back in the PlayStation days. Early PlayStation days.
No, I don't think it was Driver.
Okay.
Yes, it was. No, it wasn't. I can't remember. But
Right,
it was on the PS2. But I would like to be able to drive past your house or drive past places where you've been, rather than set in Vice City or the US or something.
You want an authentic, real world city, as opposed to
you can go anywhere.
GTA 4's Liberty City, which is New York City.
Yeah.
GTA 5 was Los Santos, right? Or is that San Andreas? No, that was Los Santos, which is California, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So, if they had a UK edition, you could drive anywhere in the UK, right? And if you wanted, say, go to America, have it as a DLC, and you could fly over to America or Canada.
Oh my gosh!
That would be
so it'd just
good.
be like
GTA World.
Yeah.
Like a Google's map.
So
GTA.
That would have to be a GTA service game, where all the DLC would be coming out like that.
Yeah, I would love that.
That's a great friggin' idea. And you could keep that going because if you're doing GTA 5 for coming up on 10 years, you could actually have GTA World and have all that DLC. Let's go to Toronto. Let's go to St. John, New Brunswick. Yay! Let's drive in the woods for hours.
That's the only thing. You'd be driving for hours and hours and just see
Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Yeah, I was gonna say you come aboard the Microsoft Flight Simulator, travel to where you need to go, hop back into GTA World, and
unless if you've been to that place before, you can fast travel like you can on Destiny.
Yes. Okay.
So I'd love that.
And it comes up with the Batman logo.
So that would be a 10 terabyte game. It really
it'd have
would
to be its own console.
Yeah, pretty much.
You'd need an own console for GTA
Yeah.
UK world thing.
So, Gaz, did you like the multiplayer? As in, you had the three protagonists, basically protagonists. Did you like that, or would you rather one person again as your
Oh no,
main?
I'd rather have multiplayer. I'd rather have multiplayer.
Multiple guys. Okay.
Yeah, personally, I think it's boring on your own.
No,
I mean,
so what I'm saying is, you had Franklin, you had Michael, and who was the rotten
Trevor.
Canadian guy?
Trevor.
Who? Trevor, yeah.
Trevor.
So
Trevor.
those were the three protagonists in the game. So there's all three stories intertwined in the story mode. Do you want to see that again? Multiple characters you play their storyline, or just one character?
I think it would be good with just Trevor. Because I think he's probably the funniest out of all of them.
I hated Trevor.
And like,
Franklin
but he
was my
doesn't
favorite.
care, does he? He doesn't care what he does.
Yeah, and he's a blight on being labeled as Canadian, which I think is stupid. All right, Lightsy, you GTA expert. What are your thoughts on GTA 6? Are you excited? Where do you want to see GTA 6 go? And what would you like to see in GTA 6?
I want GTA. That's all I'm asking for.
So our non-Canadians in here, what is GTA?
I want it to be set in Toronto and called GTA, which is Greater Toronto Area. And I think that would be good. Unless they're going to call it GTA, like Lee said.
GTA with an EH. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So here's my issue with GTA British or UK and GTA Canada is we would be the butt of so many jokes. Like, yeah, wait, get out of here, or don't take me about this place, eh? And then they go to British and like, oh, stop taking me chips or me Chris and Mr. Blobby. It would basically just be making fun of both of our cultures, which would be terrible.
Well, on this channel, you make fun of the culture anyway.
Yeah, well, it's just easy. So, Lightsy, let's leave Lee in the dust here. Continue on.
I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be just from what I read this morning, catching up on it. I think it'll be early 2024.
Early 2024. Wow. Okay.
I think it'll be that soon. Because from what I was reading, they've already got it in the budget that they expect to spend $89 million on marketing between April 2023 and the end of March 2024. So.
All right. So you're looking at holiday 2024 then.
Yeah.
I'm still saying 2025. They'll use some excuse to push it, but either way. So do you want to see multiple protagonists or just one character that you spend your whole time playing?
I mean, multiple is good. Single is fine.
Doesn't matter to you?
Doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Lee, let's jump to you then. What are you looking to see for GTA 6? Are you interested in GTA 6? All of that stuff.
I mean, GTA. I mean, I'm happy they're gonna be doing something new. I tell you that because it's been a long time coming. I mean, GTA 6. I don't think Gaz's idea will work. Just like going anywhere to do that. It just wouldn't work because
it would take ages as well. That would take years.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
it would.
And also like say, oh, you can go down your own street in GTA, and it's like, well, if you're in the UK, like just guns aren't a thing here. So just going down your street with in your car with a rocket launcher, it just wouldn't happen.
No, that's true.
But I mean, going down any street with a rocket launcher wouldn't happen.
I mean, I don't know. It seems more.
We won't get into that,
places.
okay? Because that's just going to get political and crazy. So we won't get into that. All right.
But yeah, I mean, like to map out everywhere to do. Like it just wouldn't work. I don't know where they do it. I think it will probably be somewhere else in America. I mean, I don't think they dare try and do it in New York. Like yeah, for certain obvious reasons. But like maybe they do. I don't know. Maybe GTA Las Vegas. I don't know. Like
Oh snap!
I don't know. Like it's
Florida.
a big site. Like it's quite
Florida.
reputable. Yeah. It's I don't know, but I don't think they'd go like too over the top. They'd and in terms of the story, I'm completely on board with like the three sides of the story, because it's like with that, like you said, you don't like Trevor, but you're not playing Trevor the whole game.
Yeah.
So like, if you get bored of him or sick of him, you can move on to Michael or Franklin. Like so like and how they intertwine, I quite like that. But it means that you're not like stuck with a singular character that you don't like. So I'm on board with it being from multiple angles. Who knows? They could do like a version where
Character
where
creation. You're playing
yeah,
your own
yeah,
character.
a bit like GTA Online, where you make your own character,
Yeah,
but
which I thoroughly enjoyed.
but then that person has a story as well.
So
Yeah.
the Vegas thing is cool. I like that. But the craziest people in all the world, if you were to get in, like all of the world, the 7 billion people, if you were going to pick one place that probably has the majority of the wackiest, crazy, and most insane, is Florida. Lightsy said it. She said Florida. Like they could do so many memes as it is, but players just in Florida alone.
That and they could potentially add in, a theme park, and you could go and like instead of the casinos
go to Universal or Disney and
Yeah.
just name it something weird.
And as one of the playable characters, you get to play as Florida Man.
Oh my gosh, that would just be wacky. Like, think about it: Carol Baskins and the Tiger King.
Exotic,
Yeah.
Joe Exotic. You know what I'm saying? They're from Florida. They're insane. All right, Mark, let's jump right to you, man. What are your thoughts on GTA 6? When do you think it'll be released? Where do you want it to happen? Do you want multiple players? I want all your thoughts on GTA 6.
So I think they're going to go with a Miami vibe, like Vice City. I think because that's, if you look at the previous titles, GTA 4 went back to New York, which was GTA 3. No, yeah, GTA 3. Los Santos on GTA 5 went back to almost San Andreas. You can basically call it that. Yeah. So the one they haven't touched was Vice City. They haven't done a callback to that yet, and that was actually one of the more popular GTA games for sure, because the soundtrack. Now I don't know if they're going to go back to like an '80s thing. I personally would love to see them go back to the '80s and stuff again.
Me any.
So they're going to want us somewhere with definitely water for all the boats and all this stuff. I hope they do keep the multi-character thing going. I know you don't like Trevor, but I absolutely love Trevor. I just need that bit of insanity,
He is.
Every now and then, and he's probably one of the most popular characters in GTA history for sure. So, but I do want to see every GTA. There's always been kind of a callback to the last one with some kind of mission or something like that. You see one of the previous characters from one of the previous games and stuff like that. So I'm wondering if there's going to be like a callback to the three main characters in this new upcoming one. I want to see if Sony's going to somehow put this in their VR system, their new VR that's coming out. I think that would be pretty cool if that playing GTA in VR like that.
Hold on. On Sony's website, they're taking pre-orders for the PSVR 2 right now. Just throwing that out there. It was announced last night. All right, keep going.
So I would love to be able to see PlayStation and try to incorporate their VR system with GTA. I think that would be awesome. But yeah, I just want to see a callback to Miami or Vice City.
That would be cool. And Caleb had mentioned Miami, which is awesome. This just came to my mind as we were talking. Chicago would be a crazy place to do GTA because one, it's one of the most violent cities in the world. It's got a huge big city feel, which would be like Liberty City. It also has some pretty hardcore ghettos, which would be like Los Santos, all of that stuff. So you never know. We could see something like Chicago, which would be, I'm pretty sure Chicago's East Coast. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, you could see something like that.
Midwest.
Is it Midwest? Okay, I don't know. I don't know how they label their stuff there. Canada, yes, I do know, but you never know, guys. You never know. Either way, I'm super excited. I'm like Gaz right now though. Like I'm excited, but like it's a couple years out, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. It'll get here when it gets here, and I will get it day one. I will be a day one player. I played tons of GTA 5 on the 360. I beat the game. I played tons of online. I love the online, made millions of dollars online, and then I just stopped playing. I was done. And that's what's that?
I got a question. So you know how they always have pre-order exclusives and stuff like that. How much are you willing to pay for, like, let's say their ultimate package on their pre-order and get all the bonuses? How much are you willing to pay for this new GTA?
So with like all of their extra stuff, as in like DLC, season pass, and all of that crap.
Yeah, which I want to know how this is going to be broken down.
So it's going to be broken down as the current system, because it's going to be Series X and it's going to be PS5. So right now in Canada, the brand new games are $89.99. The next tier up is $129, I believe it is, and then the top tier is $159, $159. And all they offer really with a $159 is kind of like a soundtrack, a digital storybook or something like that. That's what you're going to have to pay, and it all depends what the top tier offers. I remember for the Division 2, I paid the top dollar for that one. I think it was like $139, and it came to $156, and I disliked the game greatly. It was just a boring bullet sponge game, and I won't do that ever again, unless it's a game I know I'm going to love. So that's what I'm assuming. So that's what I'm assuming, Mark. That's what it's going to be. I will pay mid tier as I did for Battlefield 2042, and but if you want me to pay that top tier, you're going to have to tickle my fancy and give me something really big, because that's a lot of money. You like that, Lee? I saw your head turn for that one.
I'm clipping it.
You got to tickle my fancy. But yeah, that's that's hilarious. Mark, how about you? What are you willing to pay?
Depends. It depends on how that tier system is going to set it. There's going to be a tier system. There's no way there's not. So I just want to know what exclusives are you going to get to make you want to get that top tier system. Could it be cars, soundtrack, something?
I'm going to get everything I possibly can, because this is a game I will sink 100+ hours into. Easily.
Oh yeah, easy. Yeah.
So
I just hope it's not going to be glitchy when it comes out.
Expect it. Here's the thing, guys. We have to expect this game to be glitchy when it first comes out. It's going to be some silly, ridiculous, fun things. It's going to be like Skyrim. When Skyrim first came out, you're like, oh,
like
this
Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yeah.
Oh, don't say that.
That was pretty bad.
Stop that. Stop it. Oh, wah, 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 wah. Please, no. GTA 6 and Mass Effect Andromeda, no. Gaz, what are you willing to pay for GTA 6? What do you want for DLC? Like, what would entice you to purchase the higher levels? And are you going to play online with your peeps?
The only problem with me is I'm a collector edition collector.
Yep.
I like physical stuff. I mean,
okay.
the biggest collector edition I bought was like 250 quid, and that was for the first time full game on the Xbox.
Yep.
I wouldn't do that again.
Okay.
I wouldn't do that again. But usually the new games over is usually about 60 quid for the PS5.
Yes.
So I would pay £60, but it just depends on what other tiers there is. Obviously, I'd have to get the season pass or the battle pass, whatever you want to call it.
So,
but
no, go ahead, guys.
Go on. No, go on.
I was going to say, I'm like you with the collector's editions. I do love it. GTA 5, when it came out for the 360, I got the big box. It came with the GTA hat, the ghetto hat, which was awesome. It came with a money zipper wallet sort of thing, and a couple other things too. I did sell it just because I got into selling all of my crap, but yeah, I hear you. I love that stuff too.
Yeah.
All right. Lee, how about you? What do you want to see extra for this? And we're going to wrap it up, guys, and jump to trivia here in a little bit.
I mean, like, I think, it's sort of, I think what they're gonna do extra, we probably haven't thought of. Like, either we're overestimating or underestimating what they're gonna do. Like, maybe they could do something like, you could revisit the older maps in this newer form. Like, I don't know, like, so you could go to like Vice City, but as everything kept as it is. Like, I don't know, but so like you could, so you could visit the older places, because like I can't imagine it will be that hard to do. But then again, I'm not quite sure.
Nope. All right. No, this is great, guys. Here's the thing. I could honestly keep us here chatting all freaking day because I'm just really excited. Today's just a great day today. And we've had a really good podcast. We're in overtime right now. So I do apologize. And I know Manzi's got some dinner ready for you guys. So is there anything else about GTA 6?
Yeah, I really like my idea now of the GTA playing as the Trailer Park Boys.
No, I am a Zero fan. I've never watched the Trailer Park Boys, to be honest. But that's Nova Scotia, isn't it? Could you imagine GTA the Maritimes edition? No way. I'd feel like Lee every time I say Mumsy. I'd play the game and I'd be like, oh my gosh, this is so stupid. Like, totally just ravaging us.
I'm never coming back.
Well, someone will fill your spot, Lee. No, we love you, Lee. We totally do. All right, anything else GTA 6, guys? All right, do we got trivia? Mrs. Retro, she's from the UK, and she says, Manzi! All right, what do we got?
Right, we've got the 2 questions as standard.
I do want to say, Paul is at 6, Mark is at 5, Lightsy's at 3, Gaz is at 2, and Dana, last week, he had a perfect 2 for 2, which was awesome after saying, I'm not really good at trivia, and he knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
So Dana is batting 1,000. We will have Dana back next week if Caleb is willing. We'll have Caleb here with us and have a good time, but we will see. I want to have a special guest every week. I think that would be really cool, and just have some good times. And that way it forces me to be quick because we're longer than I think we've ever been for the podcast. So all right, let's go.
I was a special guest.
I
was feeling special.
Yes, look at you. I could.
I want a t-shirt.
I could put you right over my nipple here, guys, and play with you right here. So.
Right, I'm going.
I'm going to clip that as well.
Yeah, I figured you would.
No.
Oh, Duke. All right, Lee, let's go. Let's get your stuff.
Right. So, first question. The word it's about Pokemon. So Lightsy should get this.
And Mark.
Oh yeah, of course. The word Pokemon is generally understood to be a translation of which phrase? Pocket monsters, catch 'em all, never quit, or lovable monsters.
Wait, say the question again.
The word Pokemon is generally understood to be a translation of which phrase?
Okay.
I know the answer, so I'm going to be quiet.
I don't know, but I think I do know, so I will go first. That way you Pokemon experts will guess after me, so I'm not just riding off your coattails.
Can you message me, Mark? I need a pointing.
I'm going A. I'm going A as a pocket monster.
I'll go A. I have no idea.
A.
What's the choices again?
Pocket monsters, catch 'em all, Never Quit, or Lovable Monsters?
It might be Lovable Monsters, but it's A.
Yeah, it's the Canadian answer. It's A.
Yay! Yeah.
3.
And
Okay,
so
so
everyone go.
let me just say, Paul is now at 7, Mark is at 6, Lightsy is at 4, and Gaz, he's at 3. Look at this.
I'm coming for you, Lightsy.
Dana, you missed that long come. Oh, let's go. Let's go. All right, I just want to say I knew the answer. I got it right as I answered first.
See, as
guess.
soon as he said, "Gotta catch them all," or "catch them all," like, I had to question the question again.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go. Second question. We know it's not about Paul, so let's go, Lee.
Well, you don't like it when I do that.
I do. It just makes me look like a fool. But if I get it wrong, and I think that is the entire purpose for Lee to get me back for my constant teasing I do to Lee. But I will say Lee already knows we love him. I love him. He's a foundation of my channel. It's not the same without Lee, and it was said on stream just the other day by others than when we were playing Gears 5, Lee. It's not the same if you're not here, so you know that. So so shrink your head, someone. Let's go, Mumsy.
Which country had banned the sale of the original Grand Theft Auto? So we're talking about the 1998 one.
Good question. All right, let's go.
Was it China, Russia, Germany, or Brazil?
Oh my gosh, this could be any of them. That's what I'm saying. So we've got what's the answers again? Oh my gosh. China, Russia, Germany, or Brazil?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say China.
I feel like China's the most obvious.
That's what I was thinking too.
Why I said China is China's already banned Fortnite.
Well, China bans a lot of
Yeah.
Let's
games.
go China.
So.
Let's go China.
We're talking about 1998.
Yeah.
So the original.
So Mark, I think, knows the answer as he's smiling. He's leaning back as a man of confidence.
Actually, this is a little bit tough. My gut tells me China.
All right, are we all going China?
Well, I'm between Russia and China.
I hear you. And my gut is almost saying choose Germany. So Lee, I'm choosing all of them. And so whatever one is right, I'm winning. No, I'm going China. I'm just sticking with that, but I just have a feeling Germany may be it.
Okay, I'll go Russia.
I gotta stay with China. I'm pretty sure it's China.
Gaz, as you're typing to find the
China.
answer, you're going China?
No, I've got my pen in my hand.
I'm just kidding, buddy.
Hang on. I'll say China.
Lee?
Brazil.
Oh, what? Brazil banned it?
Yeah, you didn't even consider it.
Well, no, you can do whatever the heck you want in Brazil. You shake your moneymaker on the streets if you want.
You can wear thongs out in public. Like...
I do.
Wow. Yeah, the government banned it, and it included an $8,500 fine for anyone caught selling it.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that is an amazing question.
Does it say why?
It's because it was due to the belief that the game incites violence, which makes sense.
Okay.
It does not. I just want to say, in the 90s, all these politicians freaking out saying video games are causing violence. Idiots.
I don't feel like going outside with a rocket launcher and blowing the neighbor's house up.
No, only some people. That's about it. But oh, all right, guys, are we done? Is this it? We're in overtime. Thank you all so much for chilling and hanging. Oh no, hour and a half. That's okay. That's okay. All right, Gaz, where can they find you on all your beautiful socials?
You can catch me on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, eachother Gaming.
Excellent. Cool.
Got so many, can't remember all of them.
I can't.
So everybody in the description of this video right now, they're there. All of their socials on YouTube. Lightsy, where can they find your awesomeness? Gamer
You
legend.
can find me on Twitch, Instagram at Logan Ainsley. Twitter and Instagram at Logan Ainsley. Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook at Just Lightsy.
Excellent. Ultimate Hater. Where can they
All
find
right.
you, sir?
YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, Ultimate Hater 87.
Did you say Twitter?
Yep.
Lee, where can he find you on all your socials?
I mean, I heard you say Twitter, but it's not that. So, because, once again, like, Gaz is wearing the wrong shirt. So.
Uh-oh. Just as a heads up,
I'm
we
wearing
have
an American
merch.
shirt.
We have the Gamers Pass Podcast merch, and then we have one that says #Lee gets Twitter. So, I'm just saying, it is there available. Mark did purchase one. Lightsy's got a mug and stuff. James, I believe, has a Pharaoh TV one. So, all right, where can they find you, Lee? And have you checked your stinking emails?
No.
All right, guys, if you want to email Lee for him to ignore your email, the email address is alittlebirdtoldLee@gmail.com. If you want to email him and so he can ignore you, feel free to do so. Lee, check that email, sir.
And Grim
Yeah, I
just said
didn't
he'll
get
get a
it.
girlfriend before he gets Twitter.
Okay, well, I think that's
we'll
already in the
see.
works, to be honest. We got lights
Found you on Fibbage.
on Fibbage. All right, guys. So we can't find you anywhere, Lee?
No.
All right, cool.
But you can't find me. I'll find you. So.
Oh.
There you go.
All right, so let's end the poll right now. So we had a poll that says, are you excited for GTA? I just clicked the end. I'm waiting for it to populate in the chat. And I believe it was 71% said yes, they are excited. There it is. 14% said no. And 14% said never played a GTA, which is pretty wild. Okay, excellent. All right, any last words, guys? It's like I'm killing you or something. Any last words? All right.
But Blizzard is working on a Warcraft game, like mobile game.
A mobile game.
Yeah. Or as you would say, mobile.
Oh, that was really good. You know what's funny is that echoed. Like you belched, it bounced off the screen, it zoomed past your ear, and your hair went whoosh, and it just ricocheted off the walls for an echo. That was really good.
It went from, the UK to Canada, went everywhere.
All right, we're rocking out of here. Thank you, chat. Thank you. The chat was off the hook today. It was so awesome. We were reading your comments. There was funny stuff. The Timbits, the robbing Tim Hortons, just super awesome. Canadian government is actually watching the stuff you were saying, and you're in trouble, Katie, so good to see your beautiful face here. I'm just saying, so those of you that said you're robbing Tim Hortons, they're coming for you. So here we go. So as for Gaz, as for Lightsy, as for Mark, as for Lee, my name is Paul, and you guys take care. See you guys, love all you beautiful people, and subscribe to these awesome people.
I'll send you an email, Lee.
Awesome. I was going to do that this way too. Awesome. All right, so it's still going. Give me 2 seconds. I love that. I love my ending music too. That I can actually hum around to and juke to.